I've been waiting on this pod for years. Couple of years. No funny shit. No shade either. No shade either, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's just I don't make public appearances like this. I don't really speak in public. I started doing that. I started streaming, but that's
seen that.
It's not really.
That caught me off guard when I saw it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I was like, "Oh shit, man!"
He's entered.
I was like, "Oh fuck, what's this guy on?"
I was trying something new for.
I think anyone who does it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like anyone who goes in that space, they're just like, it's just it is that, like, it doesn't matter who. It's just like, oh, what is he doing, or what is she doing? Like, this is like unconventional. Are they gonna continue, or is this just a small thing? Like, what is this?
I thought it was more than what it was, and I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah. So with the live streaming, my issue is like, dude, it's so late. And like for example, I did Tory Lane's album, and like that album was really cool.
Yeah,
it's very new sound.
Yeah,
like a disco type of vibe. And
I heard he had something coming. I just never.
But my issue is like it was so late at night, and I like, to listen to music, you have to be in the space for it. You have to be open minded. And like I was like, I didn't like what I was hearing on the live stream, but I liked it when I was in a space that I was ready. But I had to live stream.
Right.
So it's a tricky space to be in, bro. There's a lot of rules, not rules, but there's a lot of like nuances. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to talk about that. Let's go back to you've been waiting for this for years.
It's been a while, man. I don't speak in public often, and when I do, it's fun. But you know what? I hate podcasts. I do, because it's men in microphones. They just give us a bad rap. I think
they do.
They
do. It fucking pisses me off.
They get confident on the mic, and they're hiding behind the metal, so to speak.
Yeah, I think it's you know what it is for me is just the topic of dating and relationships.
Yeah,
I just think it's just super played out. Like that's all people want to talk about on podcasts, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm not fucking with that. It's cool. It's a niche, but it's not mine.
It's du jour. I think that's what we're all experiencing. And you know what? It's crazy out there, I hear.
It is crazy. Welcome to Bigger Dreams Podcast. 2026. It's your boy Matt, a.k.a. Easy Money, a.k.a. Babyface Killer, a.k.a. Mr. Bar Girl. I'm moving quicker than Amazon Prime. We're giving her back the same day. We're giving her back the same day. We're not waiting till the next day. We're shipping her the same day back. And a nice Escalade. You feel me? Like, we'll treat her right. We'll get a nice truck. We send her back in a nice truck. That's one of my craziest intros.
Yeah, I love it.
So, I wanna go back to this point. We've been trying to record for years. We met at Clubhouse Jamz. For those of you guys who don't know Clubhouse Jamz, it was a very MTV, BET inspired show that started in the city, which you were a director in?
Absolutely.
Director and producer, or just director?
Director, I'll take.
Yeah.
Our producers were Splash GB and
Henny
Knows.
Yes, sir. So I met you there.
Yeah.
And I was avoiding talking to you about this all day because I wanted to wait till camera.
I love it.
I looked at you and I was like, I want you on the pod. And then you gave me this look that I'll never forget. You said, bro, I got a lot to say. There's been a lot on my mind and I got a lot to say.
Still do.
And I don't even know what you meant by that. Are you capping? Are you gaslighting? Are you being for real? But I just took it for what it is. It felt very genuine, and I was like, yo. Initially, it was fall, and I was trying to get you on for the next fall because I was in between seasons. Mm-hmm. And then 2-3 years went by, and so much changed. But like, you never left my mind, and I told you this. I messaged you recently. I was like, yo, I know a lot of times passed. I didn't forget that I want you on the podcast. Like, I know it's been time, but like, I'm dead ass. Like, I still see a lot of value in this, and it's something that I kept on my bucket list, and I kept it close to my heart. I didn't talk about it, but like, it's something I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And now we're here. I'm going to tell the audience about what we went through. But, yo, thank you for coming. Ivano Antonio.
Yeah.
In the cut with us. How you feeling, bro?
Bro, I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, it feels good. Although I miss it. I'm going home. I've been saying that I'm going home.
Okay.
Yeah, I found a new home.
Okay.
I did.
So, I don't like doing this because you're so much more than this.
Yeah.
But tell me about, what are you known for, that big accomplishment? How do people know you?
I'm known. It's a good question, man. Depends on.
I want to talk about the award. I want to know the award.
The award.
Because the people don't know, for someone who doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Maybe they hear the award and they're like, oh, who's this guy?
Word. Well, okay. I'll preface with this. In 2019,
yeah,
I joined a documentary cohort, which was run through the Toronto Black Film Festival. They gave us a mission to make a film about the black experience through our eyes. And at that time, that's all I was really thinking about. That was 2019. Before that, in 2018 and 17, I was in a film program called Oya Emerging Filmmakers Program, that's what it's called now. When I joined in that first year, it was called BYP2I, Black Youth Pathways to Industry, which sounds like a brainchild now that we're 8 years removed from that. And if you look at Oya Media Group now, they're leaders in the space, I'll say. I think that's fair to say. They're leaders. So I was developing these ideas with them. And I came out of J school, journalism school, the year before that.
Which school?
You want to call it a school? I went to Centennial College. Yeah,
okay.
No shade.
I did a post-grad there and I dropped out to do this type shit.
I don't blame you at all.
Yeah. It was HR.
Yeah? Yeah, they're not great.
Because I just wanted money. But then I realized, fuck this. As much as the money's going to be nice and it's a very in-demand job, I had to chase my bigger dreams, you feel me?
Exactly. And you know what? In a weird way, they stifle you. And not because the education is poor, because the business is poor. They went on strike in my last year.
Oh, no.
And they even offered to pay you out. They say, hey, we're going on strike. If you don't want to do this, we'll give you the money back for your third-year tuition. So I took it. And no regrets, because leaving Centennial got me into this documentary world. And also, while I was at Centennial, I had great mentors who taught me a lot about photojournalism. I got to get my feet wet with that. And I did a lot of sports photography at Centennial. And that's what I was saying earlier, how do you know me? If you remember me from college, you'll see me at your basketball game, at your volleyball game, courtside. Who's this guy with the
Did you hate sports photography?
No, I loved it.
You loved it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't know that was even what I was doing, but I saw photojournalism in it, the stories that could be told.
Yeah.
And even photojournalism is the rules about it is what really got me. When I started photography at the end of high school, I didn't know what photojournalism was, but when I learned about what photojournalism was, it spoke to me. I said, "Oh, that's what." It
resonated with you at that time period.
Absolutely. My inspiration for photography was Gordon Parks, who is a photojournalist, but I didn't know that at the time. He has a photo called "The Soiling of Old Glory," and it's just plainly, it's a white guy holding an American flag, another white guy holding up this black guy. So he's basically in a full Nelson, and it looks like he's gonna get speared with the American flag. Very dramatic.
That's deep.
When I read into the image, it was actually the guy holding up the black guy. The black guy was a lawyer, and there was a protest. He was leaving his place of work through this protest. It got rowdy, and the person who has him in what looks like a full Nelson is actually pulling him out of harm's way from the guy who's trying to spear him. And that's what it clicked. I said, this is what they mean by pictures mean 1,000 words.
That's true.
And my perception changed.
Damn.
Yeah. And I didn't have the language to describe what I was feeling in that moment when I learned about it. But that's what photojournalism is. It's a story. It's those 1,000 words and more. And at that point I was hooked. now I needed an avenue for that. So I said, okay, I'll go to Centennial, study journalism for the route, and then major, so to speak, with photography. Cool. And that was great. Did a lot of learning. I had a great mentor too, who was he did the Olympics in 2016 in Rio. His name is Tyler Anderson. Yo, shout out to you, Tyler.
Shout out Tyler one time.
Yeah, because he was great. And then I met Paul at the athletics and recreations. And Paul his daughter is one of my closest friends now. Hi, Cara.
Shout out Cara.
Yeah.
One time.
But Paul taught me the deeper layers to photojournalism. Tyler gave me the hard skills and like composition, what not to do, like make sure there's not things growing out of people's head, make sure you put yourself in the right place in the right time. But that was like class. And then Paul gave me the application, like the hands-on. He gave me action, reaction, location, and environment. Those 4 pillars, so to speak, will tell your story. It will help you tell the story, or at least give you a basis. And then he put me into the sports world, because that was the like work study program, I think it was called. So I got into that. So if you know me from there, you'll know me as a sports photographer, the guy who did the poster and caught the dunks and put it on Flickr, and everybody made their Instagram posts out of it. You know, you knew where to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me the transition, because you tell the people the award. You've been ducking it, bro. Tell them the award. It's a big award.
It. Well, I have to show you how I got there.
Okay, continue.
After that, I'll go quick. I go into documentary role with Oya, and we start doing research for a documentary they're working on called Mr. Jane and Finch.
Okay.
So it was an archival project where we're looking up old footage of not just Winston, but just that era. And the project we had in their program were to use that footage to tell a story, make a little mini doc. And at that time too, it was crazy because social media was unregulated, so to speak. And you could put anything on Instagram at that time. This is like pre-Meta, pre-Facebook merger. Like Instagram was its own thing.
Yeah.
We're on the heels of like Vine. TikTok is still called Musical.ly, and there's no really rules. And also at that time, there's a lot of research being done about the effects of social media on one's mind. So I'm experiencing this weird ride online where you can see anything from your friend's pictures to somebody being killed. And it was a weird
so Twitter
time. Exactly. Twitter now.
Yeah.
But back then, no rules and no regard. And the regard is from the people.
And we never had a space like that. Like, Twitter kind of popularized it, but like
it was new at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm experiencing that, and then also working in this archival journalism space, and we're actually archiving, like digitizing images, scanning photos. We're at the Toronto Reference Library learning how that works. We're at all these low-key spots in the city that do that, but you'd never know unless you were kind of involved. So that is what helps me transition from photojournalism to documentary. And then I got on as their set photographer, and that's really what set me into photojournalism as a career, because set photography became like it was a tool that a production needed. They would use it for their marketing, their promotion, their grant writing even. Right?
Okay.
Like proof of concept, so to speak. You know, shooting stills now as a filmmaker. So that transitioned me. We do Mr. Jane and Finch 2019. And at that time I said, yeah, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And then the Being Black in Toronto program, we entered that in the summer of 2019. So I'm on the heels of Mr. Jane and Finch, on the heels of that documentary project that I made in class. And I used that documentary project to apply for the Being Black in Toronto program with Toronto Black Film Festival. So it goes like I graduate in like April of that program, and then I'm working with Oya. Then I get into the program in like June or July. We literally avalanche through the whole production. And come September, we're premiering in Montreal. And I'm now a director. And that's how it happened. And then from 2019 to
That's
20.
how what happened.
That's how I got into directing.
Okay.
It snowballed, it avalanched rather into that.
Okay.
I go from photojournalist out of college to filmmaker. And then after that, so coming up to the award, we have to go through this. Not even a
Did it happen too fast for you?
Yeah. Oh, bro. Yeah, that's where I'm leading, because that's one of my lessons that I learned. One of the biggest takeaways from my 20s. Like, buddy, I was not ready for anything, and in a good way, in a really good way. But looking back, it's like, yeah, I definitely should have done things differently. No regrets though, because I love where I landed. So here's how it went. I made my doc, and then they combine all of our documentaries. There's 6 of us in the program. There's Adrian, there's Lola, Yasmin, Valerie, and me. And, am I forgetting somebody? Shireen Taylor. And Shireen Taylor was somebody who, when I was a journalist, she was writing for like Vice and Noisy and ID. And,
she's done big things.
Yo, so I'm like, I'm in this program with Shireen Taylor. You're shitting me. Like, I'm going places for real.
Okay.
So they combine all of our documentaries into one long format documentary, and that's what propels us. So as we're premiering, I guess somebody had seen it and then went to Toronto Black Film Festival, try to acquire our 45 minutes. And that brings us to CBC. Meanwhile, we're touring our films. We're applying to film festivals individually and as the group. My film individually did like 11 film festivals between like 2019 and 2021, which was, looking back, I would kill for 11 festivals right now. You shitting me? Oh, shit.
You're good.
I would kill for 11 festivals. But it was very much motivated by the subject matter.
Kill for it in the sense that it's hard to get now?
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, for one, it's a lot of competition. Two, I'm not in that space anymore where it's right on brand. To be on brand today, you'd have to talk about AI, the war, LGBTQ, like a personal story in that. But at that time, it was like BLM. We're on the heels of 2016.
When they're very focused on African Canadians, African Americans in general.
This is before the decade of African descent. But we're on the heels of George Floyd. We're on the, not George Floyd, Tamir Rice and them. We're on the heels of, I'm always reluctant to say their names because I don't want to like do that to somebody. But there's a lot of shit that happened here in the city too. And I was at those protests. There's so much to say. Even how I got to #Black was because I was at those protests, shooting those images. And a lot of those images made my set photography, made the marketing, the promotion. Even if you see the poster for my film, it's a composite of an image that I took in 2016, and I just recalled it for that. But it was right on brand, and that's what I mean. Like, to get to the award, you have to kind of see like how it came together in that way. Because it's not me. Like, it's not that I won it. It was a group effort, one. But two, I think there was a serendipity about it. Where
what did you win?
It's a Canadian Oscar.
Yeah. Tell them, explain it.
In 2020, we got on CBC. We got acquired somehow. It's paperwork and, the whole thing. So now we're playing on TV. We're in a show called Absolutely Canadian. And it's playing in syndication almost. Like, it just rolls on television. It'll come up randomly. Like, I remember my aunt called me in the pandemic, said, "Oh, I see your documentary." She just had it. Like, she's in the hood and she has like a little TV on the countertop in the kitchen, and it's just playing on a loop. And she's like, "I remember that." And also my cousin's daughter is in it, so it was like a whole thing for her. But that's how it started playing. So to get to this Canadian Oscar, you kind of have to, you don't just win it. And that too, bro. We didn't so much win as we were just like, I think, voted for the most. And it's not that we were popular. It's just, I think there was more eyes on us than there were the other docs. And there were some really good docs in our
did you feel because they were so competitive, the other docs, that you probably wouldn't even win just off the, like, outside of Black Lives Matter being so prevalent in the moment, did you feel like the other docs like take that component aside, like those docs were just competitive.
Yeah.
Like in your field.
There was an Honest Ed's documentary. They're documenting the decline, the transition out into this condo that's sitting at Bathurst and Bloor right now. That's a really good documentary, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's a documentary where I think Samuel L. Jackson is voicing, or he's in it. He's either doing a voiceover or he's literally in the documentary. Yeah, like it's
fuck.
It's a heavy category.
Oh, you're competing a lot.
Yeah, there's us,
tough shit,
and them, and I think one more. I can't remember. It was a while ago, and that's what I mean. It's not like we didn't so much win as we were voted for, and
that's winning, bro.
Yeah, but I think if more people had voted in that category, perhaps it would have went somewhere else. But you know what? When we got nominated, I knew, and I remember telling Shireen at the office, literally like, "Yo, we're gonna win this." And she's like, "Yeah, maybe." I said, "No, we're gonna win. Like, there's no way. Why would we get nominated?
Yeah,
we're gonna win." And then years later, I had a conversation with another filmmaker. I don't want to say who because she gave me some really good game on this, but how she won her award was kind of how I perceived we won. It was a vote. She went to the people in her category, and this is how it works in the CSAs. The people in your category vote for the people in their category. So not the people who are nominated, but the people who were previously nominated. Getting a nomination, getting into the academy that way gives you the voting rights.
Oh, okay.
So she went to.
So those are the people that you need to satisfy.
Well, yeah, and they vote for their category, and if it's 2-1, you win. It's not this like overhaul. Yeah, I think that's what they did. I think Fabienne and everybody did that. They made those tough calls and got those votes in, but for good reason. We didn't. It's not like we made a bad documentary. It was beautiful. I got a tat dedicated to one of them. I didn't even know it was until later, like maybe a year or two later. It just hit me. I said, "Oh, this is an onyx butterfly." That was Yasmin's film. Because I said if I won, I'm gonna tat the award, and I was like, "That's a terrible idea." But I did the onyx butterfly instead, and I didn't even know. I think it was like a subconscious. But yeah, not to tease anymore. Here you go. Yeah, we won a Canadian Screen Award in 2021, which is the equivalent of an Oscar in Canada.
Yeah. For those who don't know, dude, congrats. That's really major. I know it's like something that like if someone just first hears your name, that's like the big thing that's associated with your name.
I think Jamz is bigger, to be honest. Honestly, I think
Clubhouse Jamz.
I think Clubhouse Jamz says Ivano more than.
Okay, why?
Way more reach, way more. I'll never forget. I had a conversation with someone who's not my friend anymore. We were friends at the time. We were all by Billy Bishop in the car, and I'm sitting in the back of my laptop, racking my brain like, how the fuck am I gonna make this happen? And I'm telling the guys, I say, "Yo, like, what do you think of this? What do you think of that?" My man says, "Yo, it's not gonna make an impact, bro. You're not gonna, it's not gonna work. Social media, like, you wanna talk about social media awareness, bro? It's not gonna work." I said, "But I gotta try." I wasn't even so disheartened. I didn't let it affect me, and then it actually worked. And I said, "Okay, what was I doing right?" And I think I brought that energy into Clubhouse Jamz. I approached Henny with it too. Henny had already had a first season.
Oh, you weren't part of the first season?
No, they did a whole first season, and they had like all the men in that. Like it was cool. They had Prospect Mundo. They had I think Fredericks Reginald was in there. I can't remember, but they had already done a season, and I saw it, and I approached him. I said, "Henny, like, let's do it. Like, let's really do it." And Henny's an interesting character, man.
Shout out Henny one time, man.
Yo, he's a cool cat.
Came in a minute, but.
And I say cat because he always somehow lands on his feet. I don't know how he does it, but he just ends up making it happen.
God's grace, man.
Really though.
God's grace.
Really though, he's to be looked up to, for real. Honorable, for real.
He's super humble too.
Yeah.
Very calm.
So when I approached him, and I had to approach him a couple of times too. I was trying to work with Henny from time, and he was very like, I don't know, like, maybe like.
Why did you want to work with him?
He was managing my cousin.
Okay.
And I felt like I could help, but I also just
on an artist tip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proper artist management. That's what the Hunters Club is. They manage artists. And then I came to them with the idea to make Clubhouse Jamz like a 106 and Park type shit, and that aligned with what Henny was seeing. He had wanted to do that anyway. So when I came to him, he was like, "Oh yeah, the marriage, like it was easy." But then I said, "We should go live. Like let's do this live broadcast. Like let's really fucking." And he said, "I don't know, bro." Like I said, it's so much easier. We just shoot it and send it. And I pitched him this big idea, like, bro, we're getting 5,000 people in there. It'll be easy, bro. Come on, people, come out. And the opposite happened. Nobody watched really online, but we got people in real life, bro. And also time and space, because pandemic and, you know, people needed something to live for. They needed to come outside. Season 2, the official season 2.
I'm really upset it stopped.
What do you mean?
Like that.
Oh, the
like
show.
Clubhouse Jamz.
Yeah, me too.
I
missed that.
I think it was bigger than, like, it's not just a show, bro.
Yeah,
like
it was culture.
It was our culture, bro.
Hip hop.
It was hip hop. Yeah. It was like, it was beautiful. It was just like, I've never seen. I'm the type of kid, bro. I grew up in, like, my parents, like, the only place I was allowed to go Friday night was like church youth group.
Yeah,
that's the only place I'm allowed to go. So when I saw this, I was like, bro, like, I get to see an artist get questioned. The audience is involved.
Yeah.
It felt like family.
Yeah.
I was an outsider and people treated me like I was an insider.
Yep. It's a Clubhouse.
Clubhouse Jamz is different.
Yeah, dog.
I have to, like, you know, because it is funny. Correct me if I'm wrong, but not you, but I'm just speaking to myself. Like, pretty sure season 1, episode 4 is Henny and Splash of Bigger Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did watch them.
Yeah, respect, bro.
I
and
did.
Like,
it was good to see Splash.
He was chatting his shit. Splash is special, bro. He's a special human being. Shout out Splash one time. We haven't talked about him too much.
Bro, I'm saving him because I love that man.
Yeah, man.
I love that nigga,
Yeah.
man. And also, I have gratitude for him because he didn't want to do it. He assumed the role. So season 2, we had a host.
I heard about this.
You might have been there.
Tell
you might
him.
have watched. You might actually have been in the space at that time.
Tell him.
We were trying to. This is before the season started. I'm shitting bricks. I don't know. I have an idea what I'm doing. Also, this is before Ish came. Ish changed the whole thing.
What's Ish's position for the people who don't know?
Ish is our technical director.
Okay.
So when we say Xenomorph and the crowd says 444, we're talking Ishmael.
Oh, he coined that?
That's him.
Okay.
You say no more 444.
Okay.
And that, you see what I mean by hip hop? It just that's hip hop.
Yeah.
It's a chant. It's a mantra. It's a way of life. It's that force. It's that, like, that channel, that energy. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I never live streamed before. Like, I thought I could figure it out, but it's way harder than I thought. I had no experience, no skin in the game. So for the first couple episodes, we're shaking it. Even in pre-production, shaking it, bro. And then we had a host. I'm gonna just say we had Sauce and Mercy.
Okay.
Who's
shout out Sauce.
Yo, he's popping right now.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing with the food blogs.
Yeah, he is.
But if you see him now, you'll never believe me when I tell you he could not get a line off. Like, bro, it was embarrassing almost.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Jamz and welcome to
Sauce.
Sauce.
It's hard being.
Yo, my name's Sauce. Welcome to Mercy. Fuck. All right, we said like 30 minutes straight of this. Just, I'm like, bro, we can't use this guy. Like, you know, not at this time. I said, Splash, why don't you do it? Or maybe he was like, yo, I'm gonna just do it. But I'm pretty sure I asked him because I remember he was very reluctant. But it turned out it could not have been anybody else.
It took a life of its own. The way he started getting dialed in, like I'm very fond of him.
Yeah.
I think also like he's got this like swag to him.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he's just different. Like I like to study people who like I like fuck with their swag and like Splash is one of those guys to me, and like I just like paid extra attention to him and like the way he would get himself in his zone. Like it's just like like you telling me this, I'm just like wow, it's funny because it's like maybe he didn't want to do it, but whenever he accepted it in his heart, he fucking owned that shit.
Bull send. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it couldn't have been anybody else. I could never have done it like that. Henny, no way. Henny's cool, but nah. Like, you know? He's funny, but Splash is like aura.
Yeah, it's just like, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. He's just got this thing you can't like teach someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't teach that.
Yeah.
You know? It couldn't have been anybody else. And then when Ish got involved, Ish is 5 years my junior. But 15
It's his charisma.
years.
It's Splash's charisma.
Ish has like 15 years more experience than me in this tech world. He's a fucking super nerd. But also he does it. Like he lived like that. He was also a TV kid. He was doing TV shows as a youth. So he had the spotlight.
He's an industry guy.
Yeah,
he knows. He knows
the spotlight.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I already do this. Like, you want to make it look
been
good?
around
I got
it.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he had that approach to it, and that combination, like Henny with the intangible, make it happen.
He's a good leader.
Great leader, and also selfless. Like, as much as it might not seem like it, he's actually pouring out a lot. And then there's Splash with endless charisma, and also like crowd work, the ability to like offer himself.
He can connect with
way.
people.
Yeah, and then Ish with the technical skills, and then me with the vision, the switching, but I can't do what I do unless I have something on camera, like, or unless I have a venue. Henny's my venue. How we got to season 3, we got after the finale season 2, Lou Breeze. We packed that. We were on college, across from.
I was there.
That's what I'm saying.
That was my first ever Clubhouse Jamz episode.
The finale, bro. What was it called? Sneaky D's. And what's the club beside that jump? I don't remember.
But I remember there's an inside and an outside.
Exactly. We're across the street from there, upstairs. We packed that shit out, like at least 100 people in a space that's.
It felt like a house party. It was fucking lit.
It was shoulder to shoulder. We can't run cables anywhere. The sound is mosh. The camera's mosh.
I'm gonna put up footage of this in this episode to give people
it was
context.
Reckless, but it was. You had to.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. If you were there, it was beautiful. Who gives a fuck,
buddy? And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what Clubhouse Jamz is. It's not the fucking camera. It's the culture. It's coming to the show and seeing like 60 girls, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But the amount of times I get there and I'm like, yo, it's packed out. Like, wow. And even if it's not, it feels like it. There's a lot of good energy in the room.
And you know who's one of those people providing good energy? Yo, shout out Set one time.
Yo, how could I forget? How could I forget my brother London? Bro, I'm sorry.
Shout out London Rich one time.
I love you, bro.
That's
you know what? No, I gotta shout out the whole team because I fucked up.
Go for it.
I fucked up when I was on stream, and Splash called me out too. He said, "Bro, how can you forget Carrie? Carrie, I love you." Carrie ran our graphics. She came in for the
She's really
season.
nice.
She did Family Feud. She did the Clubhouse Jamz logo. She did all the logos, everything, man. Like,
she brought an element to your team that
absolutely
you didn't like have if you didn't bring her on.
Yeah, man.
She just brought like, especially just like that female energy, just like that feminine energy. Like shout out to her.
That. Shout out everybody from Ronnie, Josh, Alvin, Elliot. I can never forget them. Like they were not PAs. Like Elliot ran the camera. Alvin did behind the scenes. Yo, shout out Danny. Danny flew a fucking drone and then started going around the world flying drones everywhere. Like, what a catalyst. Holy, everybody. Even everyone I'm forgetting. And thank you to everybody who ever showed up to an episode.
Love.
Like, for real. Cause
you know what? This is, I'm going to speak to the camera right now because I know at some point, fucking Henny and Splash are going to watch this. I already know Set's going to watch this episode. Shout out Set.
Yeah.
But those two are gonna watch this episode. Bring it back. Bring it back. I know the biggest limiting factor is the grants and whatever.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, like we need it. I need it. I need a place to go Friday night.
You know what I learned the hard way? Music rights. How are we supposed to go bigger?
Fuck. I get copyrighted every stream.
Like, but see, this is we're not small time anymore.
Yeah,
if we're going that broke.
Yeah. You have a team. You have a production. You're at Bar Cathedral.
True story. I've been pitching this show since 2023. I'm everywhere I go to pitch for myself. I have it on my slate. And it was 2025. I had a conversation with a producer who actually read the pitch and like looked into me and said, your one issue is the music rights. How do you plan to get a label or a body of work to provide you the rights for the music? You're not going to be able to play it. It's not going to fly. And I said, wow. Because every time before that, I heard, oh, we don't buy variety shows in Canada, or we'll buy it from the States. We don't produce that type of work. But he told me like the real. He said, yo, you're not going to clear the sample, so to speak. And I said, I didn't even think of that. My vision was, yo, let's get in the middle of like, not Coachella season, like the festival season in the summer. You know, we got Rolling Loud in the city. Before you go to Rolling Loud, come to Clubhouse Jamz. Uzi Vert. Burna Boy. Pull up. But who's going to clear that? You're going to clear it for a YouTube show?
Yeah, so and I feel like if you get an opportunity to clear it, it's probably at a price that's unaffordable.
Exactly. It's a huge ask. But that's not a setback. We just have to go Nick Cannon with it. We got to go that level.
I like this. This is the third door.
Exactly.
This is the third door.
Exactly.
You are creeping into the third door is slowly opening.
That's the only option. We either go absolutely astronomically out of this world or nothing at all. It's the only way. So when you tell Henny and Splash to bring it back, like you got to tell the government to sponsor this. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to get that shit clear.
Yeah, it's
angel investment.
Yeah, I honestly I'm with advocating for this. I think it's also good to get people out of trouble. Honestly, you could do a lot of fucking fucked up shit on Friday night. Yo, come watch a show, man. Come connect with people. I met a lot of artists there. It was one of my favorite places to network.
Yeah.
It's so deeper. It's so much deeper than just a fucking show.
Yeah.
It's like the government has to be behind this, and we're gonna try our best on this episode to like spread awareness. 100%, 100%. We have power in this, and we were talking about this. You know, there's a power in this media stuff, like what we're doing, and you know, I want to. This will probably be put in the beginning of the episode. I want to speak about our challenges today.
Yeah.
First of all, I've been trying to, like, you know, bring it back. We've been trying to record for years. We've had even in the last couple of weeks, we've had so many obstacles. And I was just like, I was very determined. I don't care what happens. Like, it has to happen. I'm very adamant about this.
It's perfect timing.
Yeah.
I was sick. I've been home like not even 2 weeks.
No way.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. And
for
like
the audience, I was in Indonesia for 2 months alone, which was
my boy's life
beautiful.
changed.
Yeah. Oh, I fell in love with Bali, bro. Yeah, love. Like, wow. Like love at first sight type shit. Beautiful. And then I got home. I didn't get sick there. I got sick as soon as I got back.
That's okay. That's calm. Big weather difference and it shocks your body and whatever.
No, I think it was a metaphor for how this place is. I've just outgrown it for real. You know?
Well, yeah. A lot of people feel that when they come back.
But there's things that keep me here.
Experience.
There's things that keep me grounded here. And it's things like this. Like, I have
love. Yeah, man.
To.
Yeah, man, for sure. And like, we had outrageous setbacks today.
Wow.
Setbacks.
Some betrayal.
I can see like very some of the most setbacks I've experienced in like a same day. Shout out to you, bro. I mean, I feel like We're gonna keep it off camera, but like, yeah, you know, you saw some potential in me and some other things, like just watching me fucking navigate it and like figure it out. And we're in this beautiful space now. God bless. Shout out my homie. He doesn't want to be mentioned, but I love him.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, and it's just like very similar to Clubhouse Jamz. It's like in life, bro, you don't get what you want. If you love something, you have to fight for it.
Absolutely.
Because life has already some sort of bullshit script for you.
Absolutely.
You work at a desk job, corporate.
100p.
You know, you're supposed to go to work, come back, eat some food, a little bit of sunlight, a little bit of fresh air. It's a prison cell.
Capitalism.
It's a prison cell, and like we go against the grain. You know what I mean? Like we do things different, like, you know, and like you were watching me and you're like, man, I see something in you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you don't back down, you don't quit. You know, I was ready to do it in my car. I was ready to start rolling a joint and fucking chatting. Obviously, a bigger blessing came out of it, but like, it's something where I've learned in my life recently that like, what gives me peace is that I know God has my back.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't worry, I don't have fear, because it's like God will provide. And that's how I felt. Like everything went bad, and it's like God will provide. I have a car, I have this, I have a friend, I have a network. Once I know, like when I used to be a guy who stressed out a lot, and I think it's easy as someone who's in their young adult life, like it's very like this life it's throwing a lot of shit at us, you know.
Yep.
And the only thing that's kept me from not stressing out and keeping me like together and not overreacting to things is just that thing on the back of my mind. Like I know God is with me. I genuinely, like, if I'm on my last dollar, I'm okay. I know God will provide. Maybe, like, you know, someone loves me enough to give me some more, or Absolutely. Another opportunity, or just like I'm very in belief that like I put my full faith in God, and he will provide somehow, some way. I don't know it, and I don't have to know it, but that's what it is. And I appreciate you. You were so patient and you were so kind, and like I know you're in this industry too, so you know how to like roll with the punches.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm a filmmaker, big bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But like, you know, like for the audience, like we were literally setting up somewhere. Like we were behind 2 hours. We were 30% set up just to find out we can't record, and we got to pack up our bags and go.
Yep.
And for me, it felt like the end of the world. I think you're probably listening to this like whatever, but it's the lesson in it is more so like pivoting.
Mm-hmm.
Life is like that. Like your life was going to shits in Toronto, and you said it's a lot of signs are pointing me to Bali.
Yep.
And you went to Bali. How did it change you?
Oh, in so many ways. I think it just really solidified who I thought I was.
Keep talking.
But then I got to express it. I don't know, man. Here's what I'll say about going there. I had a plan, and it changed very quick. The plan was 1 month, and then go to Kuala Lumpur. Let's see. And the 4th or 5th day, I said, I'm staying. There's no way. And I had to just embrace that feeling.
And you went alone.
Yeah. I think it was better alone. It would have been nice to have some friends out there, but I made friends out there.
I think it just like, and you wouldn't have made those friends if you were with your friends.
It would have been a different experience. Yo, if I had my core with me, brother, I think that would have been mad. Because then I would have got to, cause my core of friends, I've known them at least 10 years each. Like, I've known Sosa since I was in kindergarten. I know OVK since I was 8. And I've known Chris Haley since I was in high school, even before that, but we got close. We went to the same high school. And Chris put me onto bear shit, like swagged out. But if we were all there as a unit, I feel like it would have been easier to just be myself. But I had to learn how to be myself being alone.
That was God's plan for you.
Absolutely. And I feel like that's, I think, the biggest change. That's what changed me for real.
It's interesting.
And now I can't see another way. It's like I found a way out. Like, bro, like 20 to, like, you don't even need that much money out there for real.
I hear that.
You know what I mean? And also, this is a touchy subject because the whole expat conversation it's tough because people will leave a North American country, go to a Eastern country and live like kings, quote unquote, but they do detriment to their economy, and for the locals they inflate everything and whatnot.
Well, you felt like you were helping the locals in a way?
No, I felt like I did exactly that. In a weird way, because my intentions were pure. I didn't think I was gonna go in and do that, but it's like you just end up doing that because of the way you think as a North American. And you're like, yo, this is cheap, or you're paying like market rent. But what's happening is like that whole area is suffering because like you're paying market rent on this lot. Everybody else can't afford that around you, so that business can justify X amount of dollars because of the offering that they give you.
Okay, so let's talk about that because this was a topic of discussion I wanted. Like, we were talking about capitalism off camera, and like you know, we were getting into like deep into the theory.
The ism.
Yeah, like tell me, like for me, I have a hard time. I have a really fucking hard time with it. Like I'm almost like scared of it in a way. You know what I mean? I don't like how it changes me. Yeah. Because who I am in my purest natural form, and I'm very conscious of that side of me. It does not go with the rules of capitalism. I have to change who I am to play the game.
Absolutely.
So tell me your perspective.
Man, I think, and I've said this before, but I think capitalism creates poor decisions for people. And they're like, capitalism feels like golden handcuffs.
Does it benefit some and fucks everyone else?
I'd like to say we're all victims and we're all participants. But what I think is happening these days, and is becoming more apparent, is that nobody is safe. You can have all the money in the world and no access to resource because of capitalism. And I know it sounds counterintuitive because money equals resource, but at a certain point you're fighting like nature. You can't stop. All the money in the world can't stop a natural disaster, cancer, things of that nature. And because you have money, you're able to find a doctor, an oncologist sooner. But if that oncologist isn't available, or that oncologist is burnt out, what are you going to do? And I think that's where we're at with capitalism now. They call it late stage capitalism. Towards the end of the year, last year, everything started falling apart. Like, I started falling out with people that were close, like really close to me. And that shit hurted. That shit really fucking hurt. But I had to reverse engineer my thought process. And there's a quote by an author. His name's Michael Brooks. He just passed away a couple of years ago. He says, be kind to individuals, be ruthless to systems.
I'm a firm believer of that. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's like, I don't fuck other people over, but you want to fuck up a system, a corporation or whatever, right. I don't feel as bad.
I think that's a healthy way to direct your ire. If you have ire towards something, anger, rage, don't point it at the individual. ask yourself, why are they like that?
Yeah.
And that's what I did in these situations. I had to look at all of my breakdowns and say, oh, like, I can't really put that on you. You're going through things. What are you going through? Why are you going through it? Oh, capitalism. Oh, that makes sense. You're being forced to do things you don't want to do. That's clouding your mind.
Don't label me as a black filmmaker. Yeah. And when I have downfalls and flaws, don't point out that I'm a black filmmaker. Just categorize me as a human being.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, because when I saw that, that means that you, to me, like, not speaking to you in depth about it and just looking at it, it just like looks like, okay, so when you make mistakes, when you have downfalls, people like to go to your race and say, oh no, he just came from this community, so therefore forgive him. He might have not had the same opportunities as the white filmmaker or the other filmmaker.
My answer to that is me no black puppy.
Okay.
Me no black.
Okay.
And for a while I used to think like, those guys are crazy, you're black. But I get it. It's an asterisk. Like, blackness is an asterisk. It's like an addition to your humanity.
Okay.
You know? And I think it kind of revokes humanity from you as well. Because there's black culture, which is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about black. You're black. Oh shit, like, you're a black guy, like that. You know? Let's take that out of the equation. I was having this conversation on set the other day. We were doing a Timmy's commercial. And I was talking to another black guy about it. He said, if you take that approach, then everything becomes like that. You can look at anything and go way too deep into it. And I said, yeah, but like, don't you think there's like a plausibility that this could be maybe some sort of a curse? It's not even our language, so to speak, right? Like, we speak English, but there's a root to what black means, and it was given to us as a people for the sake of capitalism, wasn't it? For the sake of money. Yeah. It's like, oh, the blacks, like, use them, their chattel rather, use them. It's that idea that you won't be judged, so to speak. You know, okay, cool. I can't escape it. There's also the responsibility of being a creative, especially in a time like this. You should use this platform for good. You know?
Yeah. 100%.
And if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna enter into this space, you gotta know your history. And if you don't, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's a lot you're missing out on.
Mm-hmm.
Spike Lee's one of my
You
goats.
could be misinformed.
That misinformed is dangerous with what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You reach a lot of people easily. Mm-hmm. Also, people lend themselves to this thing called the suspension of disbelief. People have to offer that to you. It's implied that you got to do that with a movie or making a movie, whatever. But you shouldn't take that lightly. So that's why it's imperative you do your research and know better. And I think this is part of my research. But also, like what is blackness? Like, why?
Yeah.
I'm not even talking culturally. Like, if you want to talk culture, I'm not even black. Like, my culture is hip hop. I'm a hip hopper. For real.
That's tough.
You don't have to be black to be in hip hop. Black people are the face of it, the originators of it.
100%.
But we're humans. Nobody says that. Oh, they're black. It's a black thing. Like, yeah, sure. Was rock and roll a white thing? No. Like, you want to really talk about it? Like, black people made that shit.
Shabuzi's going crazy.
Okay. You want to talk country music? Okay, maybe some white people made that.
Yeah.
But black people can crush too.
Yeah.
And again, it's like...
Sorry, I went country. You were talking about rock and roll.
It's just capitalism, I think. Honestly, the older I get, I just think capitalism's the thing we have to be fighting. We shouldn't fight each other. We have to fight capitalism.
Man, my family is from Egypt, and like we don't really have other family here. So like when I was growing up, like I didn't give a fuck. Like I didn't even know what color I was. You know what I mean? Like I don't like I got along with everyone, and like I'm this weird, like my skin is dark, it's light in some places. I could pass for light skin, I could pass for super white. Like it just depends on how you perceive me, and like yeah, that's just something like I saw other people getting labeled, and I felt like I was just a chameleon. I felt like I got like because of my skin tone, I could fit in with like people accepted me from everywhere, but and then I saw other people getting treated different than me, and it was like, oh fuck, like it's true. Like you're super brown, you're super black, you're super something. It's like, oh, you get, even if it's subliminal, you get othered. So I think it's a powerful thing that you kind of brought up, and it's your truth. And when I read that stuff, I was so curious because it felt like it came from like a deep place of like, yo, I'm tired of this, you know? Like just please look at me as a human. Like whoever can hear this, like please just look at me as a human being. And that's deep. Yeah. This is the last part of the podcast. It's been an amazing episode. Thank you so much for coming on. Shout out to Randy. He's the one who kind of coined this, but like just like to end the episode on I didn't even want to talk about mental health when I started this podcast. This is an industry podcast. I like speaking about people in the industry chasing their bigger dreams. Yeah. But part of that is truly mental health. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, you spoke about being homeless. You spoke about losing your dad. You spoke about
not just my dad, that's whole side of the family.
Right?
Fuck.
So, you know, rest in peace. And you know, you've been through a lot. Like I just like, how do you keep your mental health together?
I don't know. I'm surprised I made it this far, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But also, I think it's like you were saying, there's God involved. Something's involved. But you know what? I think I'm privileged to be able to say that. It's a privilege to even think that there's something above you. Because as bad as it was for me, it's nothing compared to what's happening around the world. Even to other people in this place here. There's an underbelly of Toronto that you would never see if you weren't privy to it.
You know, it's so funny that you say that because like I always talk to my friends and it's like, yo, you see some people move in the city, they're like kings. They're like queens. They're even in the city for a minute. They're hopping on and they could go anywhere in the world that they want. They could spend like $5,000 in 1 week and feel nothing. Exactly. And then there's a tale of two cities. And then the other side of the city, super struggling, can barely put their head above water. Shaking it. And it's just, there's two sides. There's like, and you see it everywhere. There's like, you see the duality.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that yesterday. I was coming back from drop-offs on set. I stopped at Bathurst and Bloor because I was in the West End. It was a long-ass drive. Like, impossible with the traffic and the construction, whatever. I pulled over. So let me get a beef patty. I haven't had a patty in a minute. $4 for the beef patty. I said, what the fuck?
This used to be like $1, $2.
$2. I remember when it was $2 at Kennedy Station. I said, what are you doing to me now?
Yeah, you're taking the whole blue bill. All of it.
$3.50 plus tax, $4 square. I said, who can survive this? But it wasn't. The beef patty was kind of just the culmination of it all. Because coming across Bloor, like coming from the west headed east off Bloor, you're seeing businesses shut down. But what did you see survive? I saw Taco Bell survive, and Taco Bell serves you. It's terrible food. Food, you want to call it food?
McDonald's is damn near $15 for a combo.
And it's quality of life too. Like, what are we eating? And it's like you were saying, you go to work, you come home, and your options are limited. But I think you need conviction to fight it. And that conviction's hard to keep.
What keeps you going, dude?
I just have big dreams, bro. No funny shit. And I want it. Also, I have bills that I have to pay. I want to retire my mom. You know? I want to honor my father. My dad put so many like gems in my head that live there rent free. He said, honor thy mother and thy father. I'm sure that's a Bible quote.
It is a commandment from the Bible.
Right.
One of the 10 commandments.
he says, honor thy mother and thy father. And that's in the back of my head. He said, good name in man and woman is the immediate jewel to their soul. He says, waste not, want not. All those things kind of live in the back of my mind. And it keeps me going. And I think the life that him and my mother built for me and my little sister as children is what I covet. I want that for myself, but also my children. I want a handful of kids too, I think. I know it sounds crazy because, like, who could survive this? But I want to live a life that
makes you feel full.
Grow a handful of kids. My dad had 8 children, bro. Yeah.
So you have like 7 siblings?
Yeah, I have a lot. Maybe more that nobody knows.
Shout out to Pops one time.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Rest in peace. Like, that's what keeps you going, man. It's just big dreams and bigger dreams. And like, what an honor to have you on this show.
Yo, I appreciate it.
You know, you like, that's what I like about this show. Like, I don't bring guests that like are my best friends or my the closest people to me. I just like someone I respect and someone chasing their bigger dreams. And like,
I appreciate that.
Like, you are part of this brand. You are the brand.
I really appreciate that.
And yeah, man, I can't, like, it's something that's so cool. It's like every guest who comes in, it's like, I love, like, everyone is doing something bigger than when they were on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
from
like,
the last time we spoke, even when we linked on King Street that night.
Yeah.
From then till now, I just upped it.
Yeah, you keep elevating, you know what I mean?
I tried.
And we love to see it. And you always have a show you could come back on here and speak your mind.
Could talk all day, bro.
Thank you so much for coming on, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
Love, bro.